We all want to live healthier, longer lives. We all want to look younger, stay vibrant, have energy. And a lot of the foods we eat are keeping us from doing that. Foods that contain high fructose corn syrup and refined sugars and carbs that raise your insulin levels and contribute to obesity. They contribute to diabetes, and now it's found that they contribute to cancer, heart disease, Alzheimer's, erectile dysfunction. For the men, that might be something you want to look into. When we talk about changing our diet, a lot of the times we go between sugars and fats, and what's the better one to cut out? And fats, there are good fats and bad fats. We get our good fats from fish, the omega-3 fatty acids that help with your heart, your brain function, your memory, your thoughts, and they also can help control your blood sugar levels. So, yeah, you want to add those in there. You want to eat more fish. You want to be careful though. You want to be fooled by the farm-raised fish. You want to buy wild-caught fish. The saying goes with us as well as animals that you are what you eat. And when you take a fish out of its natural environment and you start feeding other things that aren't natural, would it normally be eating, it tends to change what it produces. And what happens is by feeding fish these grains in these farmed fish factories, or fisheries rather, they're not eating their natural habitat. They're not able to produce as much, or sometimes not at all, the omega-3 fatty acids we're looking for in the fish. So you might want to keep that in mind when you're buying your fish. Um, when we talk about sugars, like I said, you want to stay away from the high fructose corn syrup, the refined sugars, the refined carbs. And that's going to take a little bit of time on your part to read the labels of what you're consuming and decide whether or not you want to keep consuming those products that contain these things. There are natural sweeteners out there. There's natural sugars in lots of foods, especially fruits. If you're looking for something to sweeten things up, you might want to try blackstrap molasses or raw honey. Blackstrap molasses is a good source of iron, potassium, calcium, magnesium, and copper. And a little bit on copper. The copper deficiency is actually tied to premature graying of the hair. Who knew, right? It also contains a small traces of selenium, which is a good cancer-fighting mineral. It's a trace mineral. The raw honey, you want to find it raw. You do not want to buy it in the stores. Most of the time it's pasteurized, it's processed. They go through a heating process, and it is said that any honey that's heated above 105 degrees Fahrenheit or more, you're ruining the properties of honey. The best honey is a cold-pressed honey, which has actually never been heated. And the cool thing about honey is it lasts for centuries. It's even been found in ancient Egyptian tombs, if that tells you anything. There are some other natural sweeteners out there. Stevia, which has actually been called a supplement. There's xylitol, which is a sugar alcohol. Lohan, which is actually an extract from fruit that originates in China. And agave nectar, which comes from a cactus-like plant. So let's talk about fruits and vegetables and their properties and how we can possibly make them part of your diet every day. One of the greatest things is an avocado. It's one of the best anti-aging foods out there with critical fatty acids, antioxidants, phytonutrients, amino acids, and vitamin E. In a study published in the Journal of Nutrition back in March of 2005, it is actually said that by adding avocado to your salads, it actually helps your body extract and absorb the other nutrients and the other vegetables you're eating. And to me, that's pretty amazing. It also has a lot of good essential fats in it as well. Kiwi is another excellent fruit. And I love it, and you just, until you actually read up and do the research, you never really realize what these fruits that we've been given that grow naturally do for us. It has twice the vitamin C of an orange. When you compare the two, you've got a kiwi and you've got an orange. It works as a blood thinner. Many people that have blood problems, they are told to take an aspirin every day or more. And actually, that's not good for you. It actually starts to deteriorate your stomach lining and your intestine lining, allowing it to tear, making it weaker. A good source of magnesium. It's also low in sodium and high in potassium, the kiwi fruit. Amazing thing. Pineapple. Pineapple is another amazing fruit that you could add it in your salad. People like it on pizza. Contains bromelain. enzymes aiding in digestion. These also aid in wound healing. It reduces inflammation. Again, it's another natural blood thinner. It reduces bruises, sprains, and swelling. This bromelain that's in the middle of the pineapple prevents excessive blood platelet sticking, which helps prevent blood clots, which we all know are bad. If they make it to your heart, you're going to die. Reduces blood clots. I mean, what else can you say about that? Also, this bromelain, they've extracted molecules of CCS and CCZ. It shows promise in fighting cancer and growth of tumor cells. Breast cancer, it reduces the chances of ovarian cancer, colon cancer, and skin cancer, melanoma. Manganese, it's an essential trace mineral needed for healthy skin, bone, cartilage formation, and glucose tolerance. It's low impact on your blood sugar levels. So pineapple has amazing properties, and it tastes good. Kale. Let's talk about kale as far as a vegetable. Calcium, iron, vitamins A, C, and the bone building K, which is great for reducing your chances of osteoporosis. Has beta carotene, which again, cancer fighting properties. Protein and fiber, lutein and zeaxanthin. Probably didn't pronounce that right. It's a tough one. Lutein, it's for your eyes. This sulforaphane helps boost the body's detox enzymes and helps fight cancer. But this lutein and this other one, it's amazing for it helps reduce your macular degeneration, which causes blindness in old people. Eat it up, people. Eat it up. Tomatoes. Everybody knows tomatoes are wonderful. I actually have a cherry one, which I like the best. They're so sweet. I'll eat any tomato, though. Vitamins C, A, and B complex, and potassium, and phosphorus. Here's something interesting. When cooked in oil, it becomes a rich source of carotenoid lycopene. Lycopene has been associated with significant reduction for prostate cancer. Again, these cancer-fighting properties, heaven forbid should you get cancer. Well, studies have shown, I also have a friend who has a benign tumor in his brain, but a tumor nonetheless that's causing pressure and pain and making life miserable. By changing his diet, eating more fruits and vegetables, he's actually getting that tumor to shrink. Shrinking, you shrink a tumor, less chemotherapy, less radiation, less damage to your body, and of course less pain and pressure wherever this tumor might be, wreaking havoc. We got broccoli, which I don't have any broccoli. I do have a piece of kale though, which I already talked about. It's got a funky smell to it. I particularly don't like the taste of it. I have to mix it in my salad. Again, everybody is different. Broccoli, again, it's another natural carcinogen fighter. Carcinogens being free radicals in your body that cause cancer. Contains protein, fiber, and calcium, potassium, vitamin C, folate, magnesium, phosphorus, beta carotene, vitamin A. Again, it contains the lutein and the zeaxanthin, which helps prevent the blindness, the macular degeneration. And asparagus is another incredible one. Potassium. It has folate, which is an important B vitamin. Vitamin K for clotting and strong bones once again. When I talk about clotting in this respect, I'm talking about if you are cut or have a laceration, it helps your blood clot quicker, thus not letting you bleed out as much. Rutin for blood vessel protection. Flavonoid, I want to say it's quercetin, an anti-inflammatory and a cancer fighting, and it's also a good source of fiber. I'm not saying run out and change your whole diet. It's very hard to do. We like our sugar and our sweets and our junk food, but I think that if you take the time and add some salad into your meals and try and cut out some of the sugars, that you'll eventually start to feel better. You're getting these vitamins and minerals that are on the shelves naturally, and your body will be able to absorb them more. I don't think that doing it for a week or two is going to help. I think that you should try and challenge yourself to change your diet at least for a month. Let your body get used to taking in this different food and absorbing these minerals and see if you don't feel better. And while you're doing that, cut out some of the junk food that you've been eating and see if that doesn't help as well. I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to know everything, so I want you to, if you're going to drastically change your diet, I suggest that you speak to your doctor, your health care provider, and ask them what would be the best route for you, as we're all different chemically. But I just don't see how eating fruits and vegetables on a regular basis and changing your diet is really going to hurt you. But I just wanted to throw that in there just in case, because again, I'm not a doctor and I don't claim to know everything. I do know that case studies show that people that change their diets drastically get their cancer reduced, and in some cases they get it to go away without radiation, without pills, without medication. Your food is your best option to feel better, to cure your disease, to not get sick. It contains everything. I urge you to buy organic as much as you can, or farmer market type deals. If you have to buy it in the grocery store, pay close attention, wash it well, eat well, live well. Thank you.